From New York, Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
This is the Ebro in the Morning beauty episode here on Hot 97. Laura Stiles on assignment. They'll be in here later, I think, and Rosenberg's working on some podcasting things. A college friend, we met in college.
No,
or was it high
Ebro.
school?
College. Yeah,
Was it
you're
college?
right.
It was
You're right.
college.
It was college.
College. Northern College, Sac State University.
Yeah.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, no.
You don't remember?
No, we met in Sacramento. You
Yes.
were working at 102.5.
Yeah, I was in radio business.
And I was in college, but we weren't going to school together.
God, I had
Remember?
dropped out probably already.
I think so.
I'm older than you.
No. I think you're a year younger than
I
me.
mean, you're younger than you.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
You're positive.
Yep. I remember going, he's younger than me.
Well, I was acting young back then.
No, but you tried to step, remember?
Yeah, I tried to holler for sure.
Yeah, but you hollered at every...
Everything was moving. If it was moving right, I'm sniffing around.
You were...
But
you
we
were-
became friends. We were good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a respectful young man. Not so much.
You don't remember?
No, not really. I don't. It's
Okay,
very
don't.
cloudy.
I'm not going to even put you on blast on the
You
radio.
can. You can tell all my business.
You want me to say what you did?
I don't remember. You tell it. Let's tell it.
Are
Well,
you
will it mess up your business that we're here to promote today?
No, because it's your action, not my action.
Got it,
so
got it.
it's what you did.
But we're still friends, so it kind of.
We're still cool.
right.
Absolutely.
So it kind of.
It was a lot. Maybe you shouldn't. I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
So let's just. I'll tell you. Don't
Did you
remember.
curve me because of the behavior? I didn't pull my junk out or nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely. That's what you did
I pulled my junk
in
out
the car. Yeah.
Oh, well, I talk about that on the radio all the time.
Okay. Well, yes. I know that's your signature move. I didn't know that's what you did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If we're making out and we're about to go somewhere,
But we
junk's coming
weren't.
out. Junk's
And
coming out.
But I was like, what's the deal?
Junk's
Put
coming
him
out. Either
back.
you
Why
want it
did
or
you
you
take-
don't. Either you want it or you don't.
It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. I'm
and you're
like,
still friends with me after that.
Yeah, and yeah.
So how are you still friends with me after that?
Because we're grown now, and
I still do that.
you were young.
I still do that.
You still do that.
Yeah.
God bless you. Bless your heart. Bless his heart. I didn't know that was your signature move. I didn't know that.
Oh, go-to move. Let's
probably
Let's get this show on the
Probably-
road. Let's
should
get the show on the road.
Warn somebody about that before
Like
you.
it's about to happen.
I
Well,
mean,
that's why I talk about it on the radio a lot.
Well, look, I grew up very strict, very religious. I was, a prune of sorts. So you doing that
Prude, yes.
was not normal.
You wasn't ready for that,
Nah,
actually.
I wasn't. Nope.
You was ready from that day forward, though. I got you ready out here.
I never had that happen again.
That's good.
After that,
That's good. Married now.
married now, 4 kids, beautiful
You made
kids.
it out. You made it out.
Beautiful
Dodged the
kids,
bullet.
amazing family, life, crazy, chaotic, but keeps me vibrant.
Now, you did you write a book?
I wrote a book about my journey from the projects to the penthouse.
Yes.
Yep.
And that book is it Projects to the Penthouse? Is
Yeah,
that the title?
Against All Odds, from the projects to the penthouse. Transparent.
And we've had you up here multiple
To
times.
talk about the book
Yes.
and the business.
Yes.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of things. Now we're talking about the Bahamas and taking some lower.
Before we get to that, before we get to the Bahamas, I do want to, for people who might just be catching this now.
Yes.
Right? I want to reset your entire thing. The book and also the hair care product.
Okay.
Because I
awesome.
want to make sure that everybody gets it all
That's
bundled
listening
together.
remembers the brand. Yeah.
Well,
so
maybe they're only catching this interview, this
Right.
conversation. They didn't catch the one you did with Laura Stiles. They didn't catch the one that we all did together.
Right.
You are somebody that, like we said, I've known since college, but you also have built your entire business.
Absolutely.
You've balanced motherhood. You've balanced being a wife.
Yep.
But you've also balanced your business in there, and
Absolutely.
you're able to do it all with the support of your family and the whole thing. And that's very hard for moms, women, the whole thing. It's rare.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Work-life balance is definitely a challenge. But you know what? When you're hungry and you're thirsty and you're about it and you want to change your destiny, you do what you have to do. And that's where I was. Coming from the projects, I was hungry. And I was not going to have my kids repeat my generational cycle of poverty. I had to end it.
So what is the schedule every day? How, and because that's the time management part. Like a lot of people talk about work-life balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's details in there with actually time management, right? Like
Absolutely. You have to be a diligent protector of your time because everyone will ask you and demand and require and request your presence, your attendance, you to do this, you do that. So I have to say no a lot to things, but I have to also keep my priorities in order. My priorities go in God first, family second, business third. Do I always get that right? No, I'm not perfect, but that's what I strive for every day.
So does that happen like you wake up at what time?
Well, I go to bed. Let's talk about when I go to bed. I go to bed like at 2 usually.
That's very important because a lot of people don't think about the next day when they're going to bed.
I'm going to bed late.
At 2
1
a.m.
to 2, and I'm up by 7.
So you're only getting 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
How's that work for your health?
But you know what? It's not a good thing. But I try to sleep on the weekends. But I have kids. I have a life, so I have to get up. I get my kids going. They're getting ready for school and seeing them off, and then it's into the day-to-day world of Curls. Curls, my organic brand of natural products for natural women, and every retailer across the nation, from Target, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, etc. My day starts there. After the kids are gone, they're all in school.
It's a business.
It's a business. It really is. It's a lot to do. And then don't even put in the travel piece, the component, but it's really the day-to-day managing that. And in this competitive landscape, there's so many out there now that you have to continue to develop
so
and
many
involve.
Products.
Yep. New products, new brands popping up everywhere.
Competition.
Absolutely.
And so in the time management piece, the health piece, the peace of mind, the family management piece, a lot of things get put in a calendar. Do you keep is there like a business calendar and a family calendar where you...
Absolutely. I have to have both. Just like I have my vision board for my family, I have one for my business. I have a calendar for my family, calendar for my business. So I have both. And because, like I said, back to that no thing where I have to say no a lot, I have girls in most major cities, street teams, ambassadors that rep me when I can't be somewhere. I got an award last weekend in Houston. My son's turned 13. I'm not going. I sent my Houston team lead, and she represented for me. And I did a Skype acceptance, acknowledgement. Then I had an event for Walmart. I had to send my New York girl to take care of that. I have to have those opportunities to delegate because I can't be everywhere.
Can't.
So I have to. I tried to do that before, but I can't. It's not possible. So I will not sacrifice my children for business.
Just not going to happen.
No.
Not going to happen.
No.
And that's very important.
Yeah.
And so the steps that you went through, and we've talked about on this show, of developing this brand Curls from the ground up, talk about business preparedness in dealing with getting your product into one of these, distribution, a Walmart, a Target. Like, there are steps you have to follow. There are timelines you have to, deadlines, et cetera, et cetera. And you were very diligent in that.
You have to be. Yeah, because they're working on their strategic calendar. And right now, this is pitch season for me. You're pitching for 2018 right now.
So in, what are we, May
March,
2017?
April and May. You're pitching for January, February, March of 18.
Wow, okay.
So you need to have your plans in place today.
And when you say plans, what do you mean?
Well, what you're bringing to the table, new products, new product launches, what the price points are going to be, how are you going to promote it, all of that information. And you need to have that ready when you go into those meetings. So that's what I'm doing this whole season, is really pitching for 18.
And does it have to look a certain way when you walk in? If you get a meeting or you're trying to get a meeting, right? Like, you're trying to get a meeting. What does it have to look like? Like, how do you find out what your presentation needs to, does it need to fit a certain...
Well, you shape it. Because, like, in this case, I'm not a newbie, right? So every single retailer wants to see Curls because we're rocking it out. So we don't have to ask. They're like, when are you coming? But if you're a newbie, for example, and you want to get a business meeting, then you have to definitely show them something ahead of time. A one-sheeter showing the image of the mock-up of the product, the price points, and your goals, objectives, and what you plan to sell. So they have to see a compelling story first, and then they'll bring you in if they feel like it meets a need.
And what did you see? What was your compelling story when you stepped in? How did you find your position?
Well, interestingly enough, that was back when... That was many years ago. I think I was one of the original 4 brands that Target brought on to create this new multicultural ethnic category. It was before any other retailer was doing it. And the buyer at the time, Linda Sullivan, blonde hair, blue-eyed buyer for ethnic, knew that her sales were stagnant. She had relaxers and they were not doing well. She brought me and 3 other brands in for a meeting because she wanted to give us a chance. She put us in 105 doors on an end cap. If you sell well, we'll keep moving you forward.
End cap means what? At the end of the little shelf right there?
Premium retail space because it's at the end of the aisle and you see it before you go into the aisle.
Got it.
So that's an amazing place to be. We blew it out. She kept expanding us, all 4 of us, and she kept adding to that category. So Target is now really a hub for natural hair care. And as a result, she brought us in. But back to your question, I was going to kind of miss over it. She brought us in and asked for us to come in. That doesn't usually happen. Usually you're pitching to them, hey, can you see us? In this case, she needed new brands. And it was the easiest sell of my life. I showed her my product. She said, I love it. I'll take it all. I've never had a sell that easy. But she had a brand image in her mind. She was trying to revamp. She saw that we were fresh, we're underground, we had something interesting. And people underground, because we had a following, not in retail yet, but she saw we were making movements. She wanted to take a chance on us. So she really did give us our retail opportunity. Because after that, everyone else started calling.
Right. And then other stores trying to absolutely keep up.
After that, when people that told me no before were like, hey, we want to meet with you. Okay, why didn't you pitch us before? I did 3 times. You said no. And so a lot of that happened. It was kind of a whole 180.
And how many years has it been now?
I've been in business. This year marks our 15th year in business. Retail, about 10.
Got it.
Of the 15.
So there were 5 years there before you actually got into Target.
A lot of grinding, like that instant gratification. No, it was a lot of grinding, hard work. Before Instagram, Facebook, social media, I could not like hire influencers and here's a product, launch it, go promote it. No,
you had to go shop to shop, person to person.
Ingenuity and being a marketing, definitely guerrilla marketing, for real.
So now we sit here today, and you have this line of products. You're in how many stores? You said 115 stores, whatever.
No, that was the start. Was 105 doors. I'm in thousands of stores at this point.
Thousands of stores.
High thousands.
Every Target.
CVS 7,200 doors. Target every single one of them. I mean, it's a long list.
It's a long list.
Yeah.
And have you brought on, as your business grows, what happens? Do you bring on other partners to help you with distribution and creation of the product to continue to maintain the quality of the product, et cetera, et cetera? How does that work?
No, I don't bring in partners. I own Curls 100%. I have distributors that work for Curls. Those are my partners. So they actually help rep. So if I need it, I have a distributor in UK, and a distributor in Canada, a distributor in different, countries, and in US, multiples in US, because they represent different. I have a distributor. I have a distributor that retails to like the OTCs, meaning the Korean-owned shops. So you have a lot of partners.
Why are they called OTCs?
Over the counter. It's kind of the term. It's a business term.
Are they all Korean-owned?
I would say 99.9.99. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah. They took over our business selling to us, and they really have it on lock. They do.
So, and that's because they get the hair and
for the beauty supply stores,
right,
not retail.
Not retail.
Yeah, the beauty supply stores, the Kim's on the store on the corner. Yeah, those are all Korean.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how is that able to not be owned by Black folks selling hair and black hair products?
We didn't come in and take it. I mean, we need to take it. We need to do one thing Koreans do well, or Asians as a whole, they work together well. We don't always work together well. That's a problem. That's real. Not every single person of color, not every single Korean, but as a whole, they work together. They pull their resources together and they make it happen. They join together, join forces, create distributorships, and I also distribute to Korean-owned distributors.
Yeah,
sell to, and they sell to their people. So it's definitely about working together. That's the key theme here, and they do it well.
And so today you have something going on for Curls.
Yes.
That you want people to get involved with.
Well, it's our 15th year in business.
Yes.
We got a toast for that.
What do you have there?
Water.
Oh. How do you get toast with water?
I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I did ask about that already.
Wait, hold up.
What do you have?
I mean, we got tons of alcohol in here, guys.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, Ebro. Oh my God.
Come on, let's see what I got. I got some food. You want some bubbly?
Oh, that's for me. That's my go-to. And it's not Vouv.
What is it? What is it?
Vouv Cliquot.
Man, it's Vouv Clicquot, fam. Nobody got no time for all that.
That's for me. Is that my gift?
No.
That's my 15th year in business gift.
Me and you, when I pulled my stuff out in college, things fell apart. All right? And now we're here today.
That's a beautiful bottle of wine. That's
This is a good.
That's rosé, my favorite.
Rosé, man.
Yeah.
You can't have this.
Yes, I can. You don't
Where's
drink
my
rosé?
free Curls products?
On the way.
You sent Issa my daughter's some, but then
You want me to send you some more
after that. I
curly
ain't get nothing
custard?
after that.
I have something else new to try.
What is it?
We have a new collection. So the Blueberry Bliss Curl collection, which I'm going to send for you, boo. is rocking it out like crazy. The stores are selling it out, and we have a new vitamin, liquid vitamin that hit the shelves in Target.
And you
in
put
January.
it's a vitamin that you put on the
drink
scalp.
it.
Oh,
you drink it. So
Okay.
with a liquid form, you actually absorb 98% of the vitamins into your bloodstream. Take a pill, only 20%.
Got it.
So it's a game changer. We hit the market in January, and Target doubled the door count in less than 4 weeks. That usually happens once a year. In less than 4 weeks, they doubled the door count.
And what's in is a vitamin like biotin or something?
It has
like
a
that?
lot of other things in it to it. Vitamin, all the essential vitamins you need for hair growth, and also the key ingredient, which is in the blueberry collection, blueberry extract, which is proven clinically to grow hair, repair damage, prevent breakage for when you apply it to your hair. But when you drink it, obviously it's a great superfood. So we have a host of other vitamins in it, but it is amazing. It's called Blissful Lens Liquid Hair Growth Vitamin for adults. And that's the newest item that we added to the family. But for your baby, we're going to send her some of the new cashmere and caviar collection.
All right, well, I want to check it out before I put it on my baby's amazing hair.
No, you'll love it. It's all,
Yeah,
listen,
I'm kidding.
You know we're good.
I know, I'm joking.
We provide.
And I'm going to
Is
give
that
you
for
this
me?
bottle, yes. I'm going to give you the bottle of
yes.
Veuve Clicquot
Yes,
to
thank
celebrate
you.
15 years of curls.
15th year.
And all the amazing things that you and your team do, and send my love to your family as well. Question.
Yes.
What do you need people to do today to get involved with what you have going on?
Well, we have a few things. So back to the point of my 15th year. We're celebrating because most businesses fail by year 2, 80%. That's a big, year 5, 80% fail. So that's a huge statistic against businesses succeeding. So marking 15 years is a big deal. So what we're doing is we're actually taking some lucky women with us and bloggers to the Bahamas for an amazing retreat on curls.
Okay.
So you have to follow us at Frizz Free Curls on Instagram. There's a post today that shows you how to enter the contest to join us in the Bahamas.
Okay.
So go to Instagram, follow Frizz Free Curls.
Frizz Free Curls.
And look at the post and follow the rules to enter to win to the Bahamas, a trip to the Bahamas, all expenses paid. Now you can enter multiple times. You don't have to enter once. You can enter over and over and over again to increase your chances.
Free Girls. And now you said this was for bloggers and...
We have bloggers coming. We have some key beauty bloggers that everyone loves that we're not going to release their names until a week before.
Okay.
But we're bringing other people with us, not just bloggers. So we'll have the bloggers that everyone loves and know, and then we'll also bring some of our curls fans, our curlistas with us.
Wow. And you guys do a lot of stuff with your fans. Like I'm looking right here just 3 days ago. Young lady, you are our weekly CVS pharmacy winner.
Yeah, we do a lot. We give back a lot. One of the things that is important to me, the business of beauty is my bread and butter. But beyond that, as you know, I have a nonprofit. I really do believe in giving back. Too much is given, much is required. So to those little inner city girls like me of color that didn't have an opportunity to, or is looking for an opportunity to change your destiny, I'm helping connect those dots for those girls.
What's missing in the beauty world today, right? We just talked about in the business side, right? Like you see everything. You see everything coming. You see everything going. You said, listen, right now, 99% of the, what did you call it? The
OTCs
are Korean owned,
Yeah.
right? And that's fine. It's a business. They get money and they coming in the
Selling to
community and
us.
selling products to black folks, right? And that's where people get their bundles and they get their, if I'm going to
Everything.
buy clippers, if I'm going to buy
Yep.
razor blades, I get it all right there.
Right.
And that New York, Connecticut, Jersey, it's all around.
Everywhere.
And that was a missed opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
For business to be set up in our neighborhoods for our needs.
Our people. It doesn't make any sense that we don't own that.
So today we sit here, right? And as you talked about the natural hair care, I guess, section of Target has exploded everywhere. There's natural hair care is very
CVS
popular.
and everywhere
CVS,
now.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you even have people who aren't black, who have just really
Textured
curly
hair.
hair, textured hair, who want these products as well.
Right.
What's missing in the business that you feel is the next opportunity for a young business person to step in and say, hey, because a lot of people say, I want to make products, right? And there's tons, like you said, the competitive landscape is
Slot
crazy.
company. Yeah.
What's not happening that you were like, you know what? It's small. As Mahisha, I don't have the time to dedicate to creating this lane or this. Is it distribution? Is it graphic design? Is it people who are creating things that are bottle design. I'm just making this up.
So
Is
what are
it
we missing from this standpoint of ownership for Black
in
owners?
the natural hair care
And
and
natural hair
beauty world?
Well, I think that we can own more of, and maybe not the brand owners, Mahisha and all the other brands of the world. Maybe we don't own the distributorships, but we don't own the stores. But we should own a bigger piece of this pie. When we're going in to sell and pitch, we're pitching to non-Black people 99% of the time. They're buying for ethnic hair care, and they rely on us to be their experts.
And they're buying on behalf of these large
Yes.
chain stores.
Yes, like the Target buyer. She's a beautiful Latina girl fresh out of college, no texture. So we're speaking to people who don't understand really the hair. Then also the distributors that we sell to are typically not Black owned. So every step along the way is we typically don't see us. So we, as a people, maybe it's not the brand owner because I'm in my niche. This is my area. I'm in my lane right now. Should own those distributors, be the distributors to these products,
or start distribution.
And maybe we distribute together. Maybe we collectively come together and make our own distribution company. That's an opportunity. But I feel like there's an opportunity for us to take back what is ours and own it. And when you try to open a beauty supply store, Tamiko from Valley High. You remember her? Do you remember Tamiko?
Nah.
She was very popular in Sacramento. She opened a beauty supply store and went out of business in less than 2 years because they wouldn't give her access to buy because she was competition. Even though she was in a space that they could have still sold to her.
So the larger stores blocked her from buying.
The distributors, they're Korean owned. So the distributors are Korean owned for the OTCs, for those, beauty
so
supply
they
stores.
own the distribution
and they
and the
sell
stores.
to their stores. So they're selling to their friends. And so she could not get access to all the items that they needed for her community. So we need to take back ownership. What does that look like? I don't know, but I feel like we need to have a bigger piece of that pie because we're selling to ourselves, our people, my people. We get it. I didn't have to. When I create items for curls, I don't have to sit down and have a focus group and say, oh, what do you think works here? Because I am the consumer. And everyone on my team is the consumer. And everyone that develops for us is the consumer. I'm not a Pantene where I have to figure out what a Black woman wants and then slap a label on the bottle and say, oh, here you go. No, it's really authentic. So since we get that here, I feel like the people that represent us should look more like us. It would be great. It's not the reality, but I think we should own a bigger piece of it.
Her name is Mahisha Dellinger. She owns Curls. And as you know, you can follow Frizz Free Curls on Instagram because she's going to be lacing people up with some vacations.
The Bahamas. Get your beach body ready. I've been working, getting ready for that bikini.
How are you working? What you working on over there?
I have a trainer and a chef. So my trainer comes and works me out at home before I start my day.
Very nice.
And then I have someone cooks my balance
That's rich
meals.
people talk. That's rich people talk. That's rich people talk here.
Shut up, Ebro.